Good day, my humble and simple subjects. My name is Queen Elizabeth Battenberg, of the House of Saxe-Coburg-Gotha, the inbred Queen of the British Commonwealth. My inbred, spoilt brat, of a grandson, William, has just got married to a common wench from West London, and I wonder how long it will be before she starts knowing too much, and we will need to murder her, too, as we did William's mother, Diana. Well, you foolish Irish peasants, I am coming over to Ireland soon, to claim what I believe to be mine. Thanks to your treasonous government, and the sleeping sheep all over there, and your hard-earned taxes, I will be treated as your queen, which is what I am. I can't wait to feel your government's grovelling tongues, moistening one's royal arsehole. And if any of you truth-seekers out there decide to express your disgust at my being there on Irish soil, then you will be subdued by the traitorous, bought and paid for, Gardaí. Additionally, I have instructed your puppet government to ensure that any opposition or dissent is jolly well quashed immediately. Any posters or flyers which state that I am not welcome will be removed. Also, I require at least 6 million euros of your tax money for security. And the rest. Thank you. Now that we both understand each other, I also require that your grovelling, spineless Taoiseach bows before me when I visit. It's only right, considering Ireland is still a British colony. While the British Empire was fleecing Ireland of all of its food in the mid-1800s, leaving them only with potatoes, which were rotting, causing many Irish people to starve to death and leave Ireland. We were also at war with China. We were jolly well peeved, because their government banned us from selling opium to the Chinese people. And today, while the British Empire is still fleecing you, we are also still profiting from the sale of opium to the peoples of the world. Nothing changes. In fact, every year, on November 11th, in central London, we celebrate what we call Armistice Day, allegedly in commemoration of British soldiers who died in the wars. London is filled with thousands of people wearing poppies in commemoration of the fallen, and, very piously, I lay a wreath on the ground to give the impression that I somehow care about the loss of lives during those wars which we created. But what those poor suckers do not realize is that for us royals and the global elite, Poppy Day has a double meaning. It also commemorates the huge profits that we are all still making from the opium that is being produced in Afghanistan to feed the addictions of countless hapless junkies around the world. In fact, in 2001, before we invaded the innocent Afghan people, only 20% of the world's supply of opium was being grown in Afghanistan. Now, around 95% of the world's opium is being provided by Afghan poppy fields. This is no coincidence. You can find many images of British and US troops protecting the poppy fields in Afghanistan on the internet. And you can download the opium production reports from the United Nations' own website. It truly boggles the mind, the magnitude and depth of the crimes we are involved in. We have been doing it for a very, very long time. And the masses do not have a clue. This is the sort of scum us royals truly are. In the early 1970s, I was frightfully pleased to decorate the bloodthirsty soldiers who murdered 13 innocent civilians in Londonderry in cold blood, and none of those lackeys ever stood trial. The British Empire never did go away. We are part and parcel of the emerging New World Order, and I am visiting your country as well as many others to flaunt what I am and what I own. I require you to know that you are mine. So, when I arrive, I expect to be treated with the utmost respect. I am your queen, always was, and always will be, whether you knew it or not, or whether you like it or not. The partitioning of Ireland was just a mirage, just a scam. We never went away. And year after year, large portions of your taxes still get transferred through the corrupt Irish legal system into the coffers of the Crown. Most people imagine that I am just a figurehead, that I have no power. which is what I want them to think. But in reality, I am probably the most powerful person in the world, as well as the richest. We royals have the likes of the Rothschilds at our feet, the British people as our slaves, and we have every American president under our dominion. The United States could not exist as it is without the British Empire, with me being the head of that empire. I also signed every treaty leading up to the Lisbon Treaty. In fact, I have been in support of a federal Europe all of my life, because I know my inbred bloodline will have a big part to play in the running of that super state. We will fleece the masses on a much larger scale than we are even fleecing them today. And the Irish people will be no exception. The British banking system controls Ireland, always did. And it is our elite banking cartels that are causing the complete economic collapse of Ireland and the rest of the world. Even though the vast bulk of the wealth that I possess has been derived from the opium trade and the slave trade, one still feels it necessary to fleece the Irish people and the peoples of the world of whatever little it is that they may have left. This includes their vast natural resources, which are currently being taken from the Irish people by my bloodline and also my Rothschild bedfellows. So, my humble subjects, I am, indeed, visiting Ireland. Whether you like it or not, you have no choice in the matter. Ever since your corrupt government fixed the Lisbon vote to achieve a yes result and then ratified that treaty, even before the amendment was made to your constitution, you have had no choice in anything at all. So when your government order you to bow down to me, well, you will, indeed, jolly well bow down to me. We have planned another engineered famine for the Irish people. A famine caused by our rape of your natural resources and the orchestrated collapse of your economy. And if you think I care, or that your government cares, then you could not be any further from the truth. I am certainly not coming over to visit you, the people of Ireland. Lord, no. I have no interest in you or your culture, any more than I have any interest in the British people. I am coming over here simply to jolly well flex my authority, and to rub your sorry noses in the fact that you have no more power anymore. All of that power has been transferred into the hands of my criminal banking cartel, with me at the helm. I am also visiting Ireland to survey my land, because, as I stated earlier, it is mine, all mine. Sleep well, my lowly serfs, and jolly well enjoy what you have while you can, because very soon you will have nothing left if one gets one's way. Goodbye.